So this session is about game-changing technology, and it's going to cover a lot of different types of technologies. They may not be the newest technologies, but some of them have been morphed or changed quite a bit into expanded into other areas that you'll see. And some are about how they're using some of these newer analytics that you're seeing. So we're not really going to see like some of these, like what you see is like the, I guess, kind of out there type technology. We're going to see technology that's actually being used. So there's a lot of newer technology. We've been seeing this throughout the forum, and I'm not going to define the digital transformation again, but what we're seeing is that a lot of these are accelerating the digital transformation. And they're newer and older with newer features that have been expanded. And a lot of it's about being connected, optimized, usable, has to be available, has to be searchable, it has to be adaptable, it has to be secure, and a lot of it's leading to more of an autonomous world. We're not seeing totally people-less plants, but we are starting to see less people in plants and in operations. So one of the spaces that I cover is the MES mom space, and a lot of that is about integrating seamlessly between end-to-end intelligence, but we also have other areas in the MES where, with IT, OT that you're hearing about, and also other types of applications that we're seeing within the manufacturing operation space. And a lot of it's interconnected and connected. But one of the other things, one of the trends that we've been seeing a lot when we're talking to end users as well as suppliers, is a lot around the user experience and having collaborative teams. We're seeing things that are designed around different personas, whether they're plant people or operators or business people, and so on. And the reality is there needs to be an aligned thinking of collaborative minds. And really, without the data connectivity, and our last session was it's about data and the collaboration, none of the benefits of the digital transformation can be realized. And it really does come down to the data and how you use the data. And the one thing that I always tell people, it needs to be intuitive, it needs to be easy to use. And it's not that easy to do, to make it intuitive for everybody. You know, when you think about the iPad and the Apple, that's why it caught on, because it was easy to use. And the thing about ease of use is that user experience plus ease of use equals usage. The easier it is to use, the more people are going to use it. The better the visualization, the better that you're able to get information at a glance. Those are the things that make a big difference when you're using a new technology. So one of the things, and this was from that survey that you saw parts of it during this forum that was done for Microsoft, one of the things they asked about MES, and they came out with the question about MES role in the digital transformation. And today when people say MES, they mean more than just a manufacturing execution system, because that's really expanded beyond what an MES, in fact, some people said MES is dead, but I think they mean the terminology, because it's still a significant growing market. And 8 out of 10 manufacturers said they expect MES, MOM, digital manufacturing to play a major role in the digital transformation. So, and when I look at MES, I see all of these, it's kind of a mess in a way, because different manufacturers have different features. Like some are a lot focused on the manufacturing intelligence, which is the important part. Some are more focused on planning and scheduling, and some are more focused on the execution. But a lot are focused on all of these areas. And they have different applications that I've seen added to a lot of these functionality, like quality management. Some even today we heard a lot about energy management. So I thought I'd just show, just real quickly, some of the results. So which industries do you think are implementing MOM? It was supposed to come up first, but in the process industries. And we do 2 reports for MES, MOM, in process, and we also do discrete. And we separate it because the functionality is pretty much different between the two, although there are some solutions that actually cross the lines. So of course, what you can see here is that oil and gas is actually the fastest growing market, and the chemical, oil and gas, electric power gen, refining, and then the pharma in that order, and food are the largest in 2021. So that gives you a good idea of where the markets are for MES and who's actually implementing, deploying MES in 2021 in over the next few years. So the other thing we separated out, we collect by revenue. So it is pretty, it's a good indication, at least it's a good indication of the trends. And so we looked at, well, where is it being deployed? And we are seeing a move to the cloud, and the cloud is definitely the fastest growing area for deployment, but it's still the bulk, and you can see that the size of the bubble is on-premise. And so if you want to see more of this in the actual data, like I said, David Clayton out front will give you a tour of the research that we do. So where does the digital transformation look like, and where is it going? Well, we all think about self-driving cars. That's one of the biggest areas. I know, like, I only have like a Toyota RAV4, but I use that adaptive automatic control, and it pretty much drives itself. I can take my hands off the wheel, and it drives. As long as there's a car in front of me and the road doesn't curve too badly, it works pretty good. So, and I like it. I mean, although sometimes, a couple times, I forgot I didn't have it on, and I was expecting it to stop automatically, so I almost got in trouble, but I didn't. So, anyway, so that's really where it's going, you know, and it's not going to probably be in the next 5 years. It might not even be in my lifetime. It might be just like what the guy from Shell said about net zero, 2050. That's my guess. But we will have autonomous automation. And there may still be a few places where they have to have people. So the world will be more autonomous. And that's my message. And I think that you're going to see a lot of great presentations today. So I didn't want to take too much time. But hopefully, you know, I gave you a kind of a flair for what we do. And I do believe that everybody should embrace the digital transformation, because it is a game changer, and it will make people more competitive, because people are getting a lot of value out of investing in the digital transformation. So with that, I'd like to invite up our very first speaker, and that is Kip Boyd, and he is from Dow.